I hear all this talk about the National Guard being sent into the city. Sure could have used M back in 1921. Let me tell you about the Tulsa Massacre and the president's response. In 1921, something tragic happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in a community called Greenwood. Greenwood was known as Black Wall Street because it was full of successful black-owned businesses, schools, and churches. It was a place where African Americans were building wealth and community pride during a time when segregation and racism were very strong. But on May 31st and June 1st, 1921, violence broke out. A young black man named Dick Rowland was accused of assaulting a white woman in an elevator, even though there was little proof. A white mob gathered outside the courthouse, and tensions grew. When black residents came to protect Rowland from being lynched, gunfire was exchanged. That moment set off 2 days of chaos. White mobs, some helped by police and even private airplanes, burned Greenwood to the ground. Homes, businesses, and hospitals were destroyed. At least 300 people were killed, and thousands of black families were left homeless. Survivors were forced into camps, and many never received justice or compensation for what they lost. There was even a bombing sometimes called the Tulsa bombing because airplanes dropped incendiary devices on the black neighborhood of Greenwood, known as Black Wall Street. This was not an actual military bombing but white mobs, with help from planes. So what did the president at the time, Warren G. Harding, do about it? The sad truth is, not much. Harding never made a public statement about the massacre. He did not send federal troops to stop the violence or to help families rebuild afterward. He did not call for a federal investigation. In other words, the highest leader in the nation stayed mostly silent while one of the worst racial tragedies in U.S. history took place. Later in 1921, Harding did make a speech in Birmingham, Alabama, saying that African Americans deserved full political rights and equality. He also supported a bill that tried to make lynching a federal crime, but it was blocked in the Senate. These were important ideas, but they were not specific actions to help the people of Tulsa. So, ask yourself, what's the real reason the troops are being sent in now? They did nothing about all this crime before.